Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to watch the 5th episode of Slow Loop. And last episode was a pretty good one because some characters that I recognized from the ED and stuff actually showed up in the episode. We had Ichika, her little sister Futaba, and Futaba had her friend Aiko, I think her name was. And I get the feeling at least Futaba's going to be relevant pretty soon because we did kind of delve into some of her issues where she likes fishing, or used to like fishing according to her sister, but something suddenly happened and she doesn't anymore. But she kind of talked to not Koharu, what's the other name? Hiyori about it. So Hiyori might help her rekindle, get her back into fishing. Probably, I would imagine so. At least it seemed like they were planting seeds for that, but we'll see. What else did we have? We had some good bonding between Hiyori and Koharu, which I always appreciate. So hopefully we can get more of that too. But yeah, let's jump into the episode and see exactly what does end up happening. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Bum, 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 bum. We also met Koi's mother, which was nice. Yeah, I really feel like we're going to focus on Futaba this episode. Yeah, they're basically adults, right? 5th grade. Why would they be playing games? They're both just insanely adorable. Do you want to follow them? I kind of got that impression. Ooh. Yeah, that's Ichika. The show is just so aesthetically pleasing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. We got to see her in a maid outfit last episode. That was also a big deal. Somebody even showed me on Discord, like, showed me a Twitter link to, I guess there's like a real, like, there was like cardboard cutouts of Hiyori and Koharu looking like that. In their respective diner cafe outfits. The cuddling. Still a really good opening. Together again. Mata ishoni. Can't say no to that. You can't say no to that. I don't know why you're hesitating. uh, I'm sure she'll be fine, and that's an insanely cute pouty face. That's some amazing logic there. Oh god, that face is just not playing fair. Middle school, that's like forever away. Uh, Good times. Are you awake? Ah, Ichika. Masu. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, I guess his priorities. You would rather. But still, interviews are cool. Make you feel important. I would assume I've never been interviewed. I'm not that important. Yeah, the embarrassed thing. I mean, that was a really rude thing to say, but you know. He's also like in 5th grade, so you can't get too mad at her. Yeah, especially when you know the context of her saying that, you know. Looking good. Is that even a real question? What are you butting for? Well, somebody's prepared. I mean, it's obviously Koi. She actually was kind of cool like that. I kind of like it. I think what Koharu's wearing is fine. I guess that's exciting. Yeah, Futaba. You know you want to go with them and fish and have a good time. Is Yori gonna help that along at all? So we are gonna talk about it. Little bit. I mean, that's understandable. She did kind of blindside you with that. Yeah. I was actually thinking about that when I saw it. Like, it looked kind of like caviar. That's probably not who she's referring to. Right. I mean, she doesn't take up that much room. I'm sure there's space. Is she talking about me? Yeah, and why not a small child for the role? Got a pink little container thingy. So we did get her on the boat. That's step one. She almost sounds like an adventure in an RPG setting kind of anime. Yeah, she definitely knows what she's doing, as expected. The spreader. I don't think they do, but I wouldn't want to touch one. I guess that's reassuring. Why do they have to wiggle like that? Oh, it's coming towards your finger. Yo, yo. I mean, I get it, but not good with the worms. Maybe this is why girls shouldn't fish. Maybe that's the logic behind it. That's interesting logic. By a small child, no less. Man, how pathetic would you have to feel with that being the case? Can somebody give her a head pat? I think she could use one. It was oddly mesmerizing, the spinning. A lot more animation effort put into that than I would expect. Do we have a bite? I think I see some pulling. Yeah, I see what you got. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Gotta catch the fish first. That's freaky looking. Is that safe to eat? Okay, I guess it's impressive then. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but wrong kanji. Man, one of these things is not like the others. Is this a trick question? That's one of those questions your wife asks you just don't answer. It's good to see everyone have fun. Futaba, I think, may have gotten a good experience out of this too. Flashback. Girly activities, in other words. Right. This is kind of what the early on part in the episode was alluding to. As she was watching the boys leave, you know. But somebody's gonna say something to her. At least we're getting more context on the situation. Have fun with that. Yeah, you gotta make sure to do the cat paw thingy to protect your fingers. I'm sure it's great. This is nice. Paper toad. And then you got that. As expected. That's an excellent star. Man, she is beautiful. It's definitely pretty lively. uh, that's rough. This is just so damn wholesome and heartwarming. Okay. Character development. Yeah, there they are. Girls. It's all thanks to Futaba. I believe that. That does look pretty good. That's what really gets her excited. She really is the best. That's definitely the kind of woman you marry if you get a chance to. Kinaji. Yeah, basically. You ruined her. That is possible. Koharu? uh, okay, that's the point. You finally got to see it to Futaba. I wasn't trying to bully you, Hiyori Onei-chan. Oh, here we go. It's called being a tomboy. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Koi knows a thing or two about that. She is not wrong. There's no reason why you can't be that too. POV crying shot. Why must he hurt me like this, show? Oh, Ichika. Oh, Ichika was listening to that. Yeah, Ichika's a pretty great sister. Hey, we're sisters, we get to hug too. Don't be that with Hiyori. Poor Hiyori. Koharu just wanted to... Would have been great if Hiyori actually reciprocated that. But oh well. As always, you can translate Yoroshiku and Onegaishimasu as literally anything, depending on the context. Oh, okay. Okay then. Wow. Oh my god, my heart. There we go. And that's the episode title. Oh god. I feel so cleansed right now. I don't think I was ready for this episode. I kind of more or less knew what this episode was going to be focusing on, and I still wasn't ready for it. Shua. Shua, Shua. I feel like I enjoy the CD more than I should. Shua, Shua. Shua, Shua. Okay, I'm gonna stop the preview before it shows me something that I causes me not to be able to look away. Okay, that was the 5th episode of Slow Loop, and it was definitely a good one. Where do I start with this? Because the episode was somewhat, it it bounced around a little bit with the Futaba stuff, especially, you know, with flashbacks. We even had like Hiyori flashbacks, right? So, but yeah, the very first thing we got was the focus on Futaba and Futaba's friend, right, in class, talking about, you know, like painting nails or whatever, and she kind of watches the boys go off to do, you know, boy things, right? And it was pretty clear from kind of like the lingering gaze in their direction that she wanted to play with it, right? Like, it wasn't really all that subtle. Like, I don't know how you could be any more subtle about it, really, but still, it was pretty easy to pick up on, right? There's only so many reasons why you would do that, right? So, I kind of had a feeling about what they elaborated on more later in the episode in that scene, but yeah, I think it was right after the opening, we got the Hiyori flashback stuff, which was just great. You know, talking about wanting to go on the boat and stuff, and the father being a little bit protective, you know, and she had the idea to like glue her feet to the boat. You know, Hiyori always thinking, but yeah, the small Hiyori was absolutely adorable, but it was good. It was in the context of a dream too. She was sleeping in the car, and this episode was going to be a boat fishing trip, a little bit different than the sort of fly fishing that Koharu is accustomed to, because that's kind of what Hiyori gravitates to, and we got the reason for that being that she's not a big fan of bugs, but she got through it in the end, right, with a little bit of help. But yeah. Also, for Koharu literally saying, "Do I look cute?" I don't know, like, what? There's only really one answer to that question, really, but I think everyone looked pretty good. Even Koi was really rocking the outfit that she wore. I don't know why, I thought she looked pretty cool like that. But we eventually got Futaba on the boat, right? We had Hiyori talk a little bit about the Futaba stuff, and we kind of petitioned to have her come along to help out because we got so many newbies on board. We needed the extra help. I liked Koharu's reaction, like me, like she's talking about me when she was talking about that. And yes, I think you would qualify as a newbie, most likely. I would say so. But yeah, another fun trip. Be very educational. They always kind of explain what they do on this show. It's a kind of show, right, where they go into detail about what they're doing, so that the people at home that are not like familiar with these sort of things, that haven't done it themselves, they have a pretty good idea of what's going on. The show definitely makes sure to do that. I did enjoy Futaba being the educational one, trying to teach, right? It's just always so funny when somebody who's like younger is in that sort of teaching sort of role with somebody older, you know. It always has a funny look to it, you know. But sometimes that is the case. It's just how it goes, right? But yeah, Koharu kind of very interesting looking fish. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, it scared me a little bit when I first saw it, I'll admit. But once I got used to what I was looking at, it did look pretty cool. But yeah, that's the thing when we started to get to the actual flashbacks to really uncover why Futaba feels the way she does, right? And yeah, basically she is that kind of girl that, you know, gravitates to the boys and their activities because that's just what she wants to do, right? But she kind of got told off a little bit because of that, you know, and that basically caused her to like try to cut that off. And I guess she included fishing as part of that, but as Koi kind of talked about later on, you know, it's entirely reasonable for you to be doing fishing stuff because it's relevant to your family, right? You know, Ichika does it and whatnot, so there's really no reason to feel forced to cut that off at the very least, right? There's no, like, it's entirely reasonable to do that, and given her position is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's kind of the point that Koi was trying to get across to her, like, that it's okay, just if you want to fish, just fish, right? That's kind of the gist of it, right? But yeah, we also got some good stuff between Koharu and Hiyori's mother, right? Some like cooking assistance, you know, teaching. Again, not sort of like teaching someone older than you sort of role, right? So that was a good chance for those two to bond, because I guess Hiyori's mother is not the best cook, so it's definitely a really good point to use as a point of bonding between the two of them. So that was all great to watch. But yeah, just in general, the house being lively is something is definitely appreciated by her. And yeah, I do enjoy Futaba Ichika stuff, you know, literal cheek rubbing together. They're very clearly very close sisters, and I do hope that Hiyori and Koharu can kind of look at them as an example, right, as how to interact with each other. You know, Koharu tried to do that, you know, they were getting all hugging, and Koharu was like, "Hiyori, it's our turn, come into my arms," and she's just like, "No, thank you," which stung a little bit, but it's okay because most of the episode were positive feelings, so it's not too hard to overwrite that little bit of disappointment there. But it would have been great. But yeah, the Ichika Futaba hugging there was great. I mean, One-chan was drunk in the scene, right? But still, it was a nice scene nonetheless. But just the crying and everything from Ichika was funny, which followed up the sad crying from Futaba. But and then we had the scene where Hiyori came back out to the car where Futaba was. That's what I was really not ready for, really not expecting. The sudden like request of friendship through the car window. We had like the pinky thing. Just man, that was just so good, and I was just so not expecting it, which is why I think it had such a strong impact on me. But man, the episode was just pure, wholesome, heartwarming, everything. I don't know how else to describe it. It was really good stuff all around. I'm really enjoying this show. Definitely gonna be in my top 3 of the season, most likely without question. This anime. But just Koharu is just so silly. It's like all the time. I don't know. She's a comic relief character in the show. I think it's safe to say, and I think she does that role pretty well. But yeah, good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed my reaction to it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.